Alright, I'm back. Still with a shitty mic quality. This will sometime get changed sometime within the next month or two. I can promise you that now. But I was away, as I had stated to someone in my comments of the last video I posted, the Final Fantasy one. Check that shit out if you haven't already. I'm pretty proud of that video. I was up in Houston for a DreamCon. My first DreamCon ever. My first time in the States ever, so it was fun. But I'm back now, and we're back here for 4 Nights of the Apocalypse, chapter 194, because while I did read this chapter, obviously no video was made on it. So I'm combining this chapter with chapter 195, and it will just be one big video to drop. Chapter 194, Tantris versus Isolde. And for the cover image, we have the Tristan platoon and Tristan himself, and I think this probably sort of maybe represents how Isolde sees the hierarchy between herself and the rest of the group as well. But let's just get into it now. So we pick up where last chapter left off, and from what I remember, it seemed Isolde was gonna be like, yeah, we're just gonna fight, but forget about what I remember and shit. And that confused Tantris, and he's like, there's no need for me to record you said, and is questioning why she's saying that, with Isolde stating that while he does know her, he then called him a weak-kneed coward. He is making him sort of confused at that statement. With fake Isolde just in the back like, Sandra, don't let that ridiculous woman's statement fool you. Don't let her control your mind.
Is this nigga serious?
Like, look at this nigga, bro. Literally, take a look at her screaming and glazing her to counter. Like, bro, like this is an AMP conversation. I didn't see a point where you could allow yourself to enter. I probably figured the same thing, just staring down at the fight and also just glaring at her to just outright shame her, saying that's pretty brazen of her to say all that shit all of a sudden. With Nasian's agreeing, but understands that Isolde is also acting strange. Donnie is just like, yeah, this nigga gonna have to is fighting a battle on two fronts now. With Gareth saying that women are just scary, which yes they are. With fake Isolde scowling up at Beltribe, stating in her head that Tantris has to win this for her sake, as she can't count on Beltribe, who just threw her aside. And we go to the next page, and we see this is damn near close to getting to a face reveal in a minute. This nigga just looks like Escanol's wanted poster. In this flashback, Beltribe is just like, whenever you marry, just pick a man stronger and braver than myself. That is very adamant about that. Isolde saying that that's the exact reason why she chose him, Tristan. One with bravery, muscle, and the will to care for her alone. And we see in the arena that Tantris and Isolde are really like throwing blows at each other. I'm wondering if they would like even match in training, with Cheon then stating that the training was just real life battle in everything but name, and that the value is in it only after you go beyond going easy on it. With Anne worried that kind of training could just lead to serious injuries, with Cheon stating that it was Isolde who first made the suggestion, as is how serious she is when it comes to Prince Tristan, that she's ready to throw her life away at any point just for him. It's something we've been known for a while. It's admirable for real. We all wish we had someone like that. And we get to a flashback with Isolde, first stating that when they first met, that voice crack was actually insane. What the hell? I'm not cutting that out. Y'all need it. When they first met, she thought that Tristan was just a completely different prince, just like that had stepped out of a fairy tale she'd read. And it just goes on to compliment him about it, and that his naivety and smile was endearing to her as well. And also the son of the great hero Meliodas, who'd one day become someone to shoulder the entire kingdom, and that he just felt so far away and in a completely different world to her. But then we go to a flashback of one day where we see the Tristan platoon just hanging about talking, is doing it, Cheon just belittling her again. Then one of the guards come in and ask if either of them have seen Tristan. So they all went out to go looking for him, and eventually Isolde was the one to find him. This thing was in the corner, just in the shade. I don't know why this shit's making me laugh. Just seeing this nigga be. I don't know why I'm laughing. Honestly, this nigga just being a kid, just sitting down, knees tucked in, crying and everything. I don't know why this is so funny to me. But when Tristan notices Isolde is right there, he just starts rubbing his eyes and even seems to get embarrassed at being caught and says not to get told on. Tristan basically asked her not to say that, yo, if he was crying, then his parents would be sort of worried for him and they don't want to make any extra hassle for them. And said that Shion and Jade would probably laugh as well. And Isolde said that on her life, she wouldn't tell anyone about it. As it was the moment when she realized that, yo, this guy is actually just a person as well, like a genuine just human being. Well, I can't really fully say human being now, considering who his parents are, but you know what I mean. And obviously, he still crumbled under pressure as well. And yet, despite all that, this guy would get himself up and just step forward, with Isolde stating that from that day forward, she resolved to devote herself entirely to supporting him. And we get back to the present, we see she's starting to take more injuries, with even Tandris sort of like, oh shit, hold on, am I going too far? And we can't even call her fake Isolde no more, because we seen in her flashback that her dad called her Isolde now. So I can't even call her fake. I'm gonna go back to calling her Isolde. I don't care. And then she's over there in the back beating, like she just hit a parlay or something. With Percival and Donnie calling out to Tristan, and Gawain sitting on Balin's shoulder, calling out to Isolde, and everyone just worried about her in general. But as we see Tristan with his dual sword, hold on, wait, he's dual swords, eh? Everything is Mihawk upscale from here. Outside of, a gender piece suddenly coming to my mind, Tantris asks Isolde to just, quit since he doesn't want to hurt her no more. And she just goes on to state that she doesn't want him to dive into battle against Camelot, and that she doesn't want him to be hurt either, but understands. She jumps at him, swings down, breaking a big chunk in the arena, causing him to jump up, as she states that he swore to himself that he'd step up since he wanted to protect people most of all, and swings again, causing him to block. And she's actually just bawling her eyes out now, just genuinely can't hold the cold and contempt act no more, and that she at the very least wants him to recall his mission as a Knight of Prophecy. Instead, I can't lie, she really got some muscle in them arms, because the way she completely swung Tristan away is insane work. And she continues as she dashes at him that if she could wish for one thing, with Isolde just screaming, you have to fight for that, he has to fight for her, and that he can't remember any of that. Like she knows the importance of it, because the rings are blocking. Alright buddy. And look at in the back as well. But hearing Isolde, he actually remembers to stop trying again. And this nigga, this is the most amateurish thing you can do when fighting, especially if you're handling swords. As Isolde was just completely wailing on him, he closes his eyes as he thrusted forward and stabbed her through the chest, making her drop her Morning Star. Like look at how terrified he is in the face. He did not mean to do all that. He done looks petrified from what he's done. Woe is me ass look. What have I done? This nigga thinks he's the GOAT. And even everyone else's stomach. Even Isolde didn't expect all that. She asks him to remember the one person who swore their life to Tristan alongside herself and Shion in terms of Jade, and lost his life doing so. And at that we see these different but dumb sound effects, obviously just like a heartbeat in it. And we get a close-up of both where she's stabbed and then Tristan's eyes, and then all the memories seem to flood in as he remembers that Jade stepped in to protect him. He remembers Jade, Shion, and Isolde. All the memories flooded back in, and he's just his whole demeanor seems to change, with Isolde just wondering what's going on, with Anne crying, yelling for the ref to stop the fight, with Caponone Gopher announcing that since Isolde cannot fight anymore, the winner is Tantris, with Isolde falling to her knees. I'm sorry, I should have made fun. This is actually quite a serious moment, and then Tantris holds her in his arms and states that he is a weak-kneed coward who only made it because they all supported him and cries out to Aizo that he's sorry. And with that, that's the end of chapter 194. As we see, it seems Tristan had indeed gained his memory back from this experience. So now we will dive immediately back into the next one, chapter 195, titled Tristan and Isolde. And we see this drawing, just the stark difference in height is crazy. It's something in their blood, man. First Meliodas with Elizabeth, Zeldris with Gel, that one is crazy. Zeldris with Gel, that one is a crazy difference. That was the craziest difference. Before we got Isolde, and it's something in their blood. They just love women, so they love to climbing trees. And honestly, I can't fault them. I cannot fault them at all. With it being announced that since the battle is over, but Isolde is obviously fatally hurt, as if she almost as if she almost stepped in to let the blade get stabbed through her. With Anne telling Percival to go heal, and he goes flying in, superhero head ass. That's my son though. So he can do do things however corny the hell he wants. With Percival saying that let me jump in to heal real quick. With Tristan stating that refusing, as he says he'll be the one to save Isolde, and asked Percival to leave this matter to him. With Percival realizing that Tristan got his memories back, and he started using the goddess light to heal her, and promises to never let Isolde die on his life, and uses this move called Heal Nova, where it's just a giant eruption of healing magic. He just emptied that whole MP gauge he saved up. He just emptied it all into this shit. And it seemed to have worked. And Tristan says that he now remembers everything, from who he is to his important mission, Jade, Cheon, and Isolde as well, everything, and thanks her for it, and really asks her to open her eyes, and that he's got to pay her back for it. That Tristan Percival smiles and walks off. Have Isolde waking up saying that it's her mission to serve Tristan. Tristan suddenly looking back at her and just gains this giant. I don't know why, but this face reminds me a lot of Elizabeth. Like, he really does look like a mix of the both of them, as depending on the expression they're making. As he states that Isolde is always taking these blind risks for him, and he steps forward and yo, we made it. Oh my goodness, we made it. I thought we would be waiting so. Oh my goodness, man. Tristan just smooches her in front of everybody. With Capo undertake, it's usually a kiss from a prince that wakes up the princess, but this time the order's been reversed. But regardless, Isolde is back to life. There's a whole crowd cheering at this shit as well, and everyone is just shocked. Look, everyone's just shocked at the brazenness of what happened. Isolde is just stun locked as well. With Tristan is just like, yo, why is everyone tripping? And then he realized what he did, and immediately starts apologizing to Isolde, who just overheated. I know she's happy and telling her she's smiling, she holding her hands up like that one meme, and Tristan just grabs her hand, grabs a weapon, and drags her off, as it's announced that obviously all the fights for the day have ended, and that the next day will be the semi-final rounds, with Percival versus Dodora, then Gawain versus Tristan, or Tantris, since they still got their name rounds. And then after that, the two winners will duke out in the finals, yada yada yada. Then we got the confrontation with Isolde, with her asking what the hell that was, with Tristan saying what his name actually is, and asks if she has the wrong person, but states that obviously he still has the intention to fulfill his promise to her. You see, Tristan is you really can't hate a nigga like Tristan, bro. He's just such a good guy, man. Such a good guy. That's what I can actually put it to, right? He's such a, and obviously Isolde is just pissed, and it's just like, don't bother. Even if she makes it out of Antwerp, she'll just be alone anyways, and that she's not even sick in the first place. With Gawain just saying, yeah, I bet. With Gawain revealing that she only felt ill because she was casting mentalist magic for days on end, and Gawain's just there, really just chilling on Balin's shoulder. They really the new Merlin and Escanor for real. So I was like trying to play the villain, just being like, yeah, I was just having a little fun brainwashing you. Good for you for getting your memory back, and I hope you have a wonderful life with that Solar Isolde you found. So it's not even that he found her. He technically he found the shorter Isolde. With Cheon just mad at how two-faced she is, but like Donnie, like I said previously on so many different occasions, Donnie is literally just a reader's self-insert because there's no way none of us will see him say this and we're like you'll want to talk. Even despite all that, Tristan is just like, listen, I just want to help you, alright? With Cheon trying to tell him to just not go through with it since she's got a twisted mind. Again, coming from this nigga of all niggas, with Tristan remembering that how alone he had saw Azalet because her beloved father had suddenly forgotten about him. And hearing this, Annie's just like, wait, what? And we see a flashback where Azalet was getting chased, and then Tantress came to save her, and with that, while that whole sequence happening, Tristan is saying, yeah, I'm sure that's why you chose me as a way to take your mind off the solitude. With that, Azalet just drops that the villain attitude. It just starts crying, saying that it was Arthur and that it was him who took Beltribe's memories in exchange for the power to protect her. Obviously, since he lost memories of Azalet, then there's no reason for that strength to be there. But Tristan just shocked hearing that, saying that Arthur did. Not Arthur. Like, I can't. There has to be. This has to be illegal. Yeah, because it's brainwashing, is it not? He's drugging them, technically, with chaos, if you see it. Yeah, with the four evils, he's drugging them, doping them, brainwashing them. What else? Yeah, but abusing them, technically. Overworking them. Actually, does overworking even... Yeah, I feel like we need to start making a tally of all this shit Arthur's been doing. Home invasion, technically. Stealing bits of Britannia, property theft. Is that a crime? Yeah, I feel like as the course of the series goes, someone actually has to start building a list of like things we can charge this nigga Arthur with if he were ever to come to court. But going back to this, Anne states it's just like with Dodora, and that Anne goes to tell Percival that she didn't mention details before that Dodora's father was robbed of his memories as well, but everyone notices that Percival is gone, and we see Percival just mean mugging in the hub area, talking to Dodora as he's also stood off nonchalantly as well, and the two sides of the same coin had ass meeting. And obviously, since Dodora says it's kind of pointless since they're fighting tomorrow anyways, and unless Percival wants to move it up to now, he stabs full circular into the ground, with Dodora just like,
Oh, scary! Oh, shiver my timbers! Shut up, man!
And asks him which fight he was more mad about, and questions if they're both his lovers or what, and states how jealous he is. But I'm sure Percival didn't ask to talk about trivial things like that. Things he perceives as trivial. What are you trivial things, bro? You see it? Nah, bro, no, I can't lie. If I was Percival, I would've rocked him again in the face right there and then. And Percival stating that it wouldn't be fair if he was kept in the dark, so he's gonna tell him. She flexes the ring with the door wondering why is he flexing the VVs. He takes off his diamond ring and states his full... I don't know why this nigga is doing this, but he states his full... You know what? No, go for it. I am Percival, the enemy... And states that he's Percival, the enemy of your father Ironside, and a member of the group that will topple Camelot the full night of the apocalypse. And obviously, since the ring is off, the memory comes in. And the door is just like, wait a second, you? And we see this absolutely raw panel of Percival just pissed off as we see, like, this nigga's hair is flying off as well, like he's about to go Super Saiyan or something. Commands Dodora, take this moment to burn it into your mind, the face of the one enemy you must hate the most. And this is where the chapter ends, on this crazy ass panel, bro. TikTok editors, the new tough Percival panel dropped. Get to work, chop. Now, if Percival had been a bit more honestly, I don't think even hearing that Ironside was robbed of his memories, I don't think it would change Percival's own anger towards Dodora, because Dodora realized that Ironside's memories got swiped, no fucks, but still decided once he got his powers, like, I'm gonna do this sort of bullshit. So I don't think if Percival heard these details, he should take into consideration when fighting Ghidorah anyways. While Azalea is in the same situation as Ghidorah, she did do something bad in terms of brainwashing and tricking Tristan, and basically was trying to puppeteer him. She in and of herself was just more so in grief about what had happened to her father and couldn't do anything about it. Yeah, generally these were some 2 nice chapters. Tristan getting his memories back through the power of love. Hey man, I had a feeling it was gonna be like this. I think I said I feel like it was gonna be like this as well. But I did not expect that he would so suddenly just smack lips with her like that. Like, I genuinely didn't expect. No one expected it. And the nigga was just moved by la passion. And despite all that, he's still gonna help the other isolate as well to try to figure out what's going on with Beltrap. And obviously, now that these guys are learning that, hold on, wait, these guys have lost their memories and they've gone hella strong. Yeah, something has to be done. Because Golf will probably end up meeting with them, because after the final, something probably will happen with this big conflict and shit, and they all have to escape, yada yada yada, and Golf will probably save them, reconvene with them, and pass on the information that, yeah, Chaos has been amping them up. They've been getting drugged with Chaos, which is also causing their memories to be blocked out as well. So it might be a case of, do they encounter the other 4 evils, or like people close to the 4 evils, to see their testimonies on this as well. Because we do know Anne and Donnie do know about Pelagard's family, so maybe they'll try to find them next to get a clue on how to deal with it or like cure it. Maybe it'll be like a quest from Gopher, get like samples of the other 4 evils DNA, this, that, and the third, and we'll see if we can come up with an antidote. And so that's one theory. Next theory, after this arc, I don't know. Theories on what's gonna happen in the arc after this, we'll leave that till we get there. But at the moment, there was honestly no need for Percival to reveal his identity like this to Dodora. But at the same time, I understand why. I would probably do the same in this situation as well. Like, this is literally a battle of the brothers, straight Sensei Wu and Lord Garmadon. So yeah, this panel's tough as hell. The next chapter will probably be like an interlude chapter following up with this, and then we'll move on to the next day where it will be the big Percival versus Dodora fight. Percival will have to put on that ring back on though, I can't lie. I hope he does. He's still as naive as he was back when he was like 16, but he's obviously a bit more grown now, so he obviously understands that he has to put that ring back on. But I feel like despite that, the VVs being on his ring, on his finger again, Dodora will still sort of burn with hate against Percival subconsciously. So yeah, that fight is gonna be absolute cinema. I'm expecting the fight to start probably in chapter 197 and will probably last until chapter 200, maybe 201. But yeah, that's all I have to say for this video. Take care. Thanks for watching. Obviously, follow me on the socials, the TikTok and Twitter especially. Well, most of the TikTok. Spread the word. All 4 nights, share the videos with other people who rock with the series. Because I feel like I'm one of like 4 or 5 people who actually consistently review this series. So, hey man, the traction would really help. I'm not gonna. But yeah, it's June. It's the month of Pride. Rainbow Alliance people, you guys have a good month. It's also Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. So please check on your homeboys. If you are a homeboy, have a conversation with yourself. If you're really alright, have a conversation with another person close to you. If you don't have anyone, just vent it out somewhere on the internet at least. There'll be someone to listen to it. That will be someone who read it at least. Take care of yourselves. Mental health cannot be stressed enough. It is important, especially in this day and age where society is so dimmed down. We cannot distract ourselves. We're not in an era where we can distract ourselves by simply going to physical war, like with swords and shields, farming and shit like that. Sometimes distracting yourself isn't taking care of your mental health as well. Sometimes it's good to just, approach how you're feeling and shit. Talk to someone. Call up your countries, wherever you're living in, watching this, London, the UK, America, Australia. I don't know where most of y'all are from. I'm assuming most of y'all are American. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that with a couple of the UK people here as well, most of my friends who actually consistently watch my shit. Call suicide hotlines if needed. You're here on this earth at the moment for a reason. I've seen someone say that just because something is destined to end, it doesn't mean it has to end right now. So you're included in that. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other. We're all in this world that we have. And yeah, generally, till next time, guys.